I've heard stories from friends who have spent weeks and months with problems like the toilet isn't flushing.
My window, which was very broken to start with.
I left a bowl in the sink, and then when I came back I found it on the workstation, and then I moved it back to the sink, and then I noticed it moved back to the surface, so then I moved it back to the sink, and then I realised that we were at war.
I think it's really important to have a good housemate. You don't want to end up like being in a party house when you like don't really like parties. Or you don't want to be in like a quiet house when you do like parties. If it's really important for you that things are like tidy, especially for your mental health and things like that, then you should make sure that it's also important for them. I remember when I was in first year, the group that I was friends with in my hall, they were very quick to like find a house, and I definitely felt pressure, and I felt like if I don't sign with these people, who am I going to sign with? Because these are like my core friends. But then I realised like if I don't live with them, and if we were meant to be friends, we'd still be friends, and I can find other people. There should be people that you genuinely think you can live with for a year, or in like worst case scenario, 14 days non-stop.
We went to lots of them, and letting agents were showing us around. It felt kind of impersonal and like we were just there to make the money, really.
Check out little things. So like, do they have an office? Are they part of a professional/national body of agents? Are they part of the property redress scheme? I definitely felt that with my second year, like when we were looking around, the agent we went with was very like pushy, like, yeah, like we have like 2 other groups looking at these properties, but the properties themselves weren't that great. If you feel like they're pushing you, don't fall into that pressure. And also, if you have any other queries or if you're unsure of anything else, you can always go to the Advice Centre for more help with that.
There's always going to be mould because it's a student house, but check for how much mould and how easy it is to clean.
There's a range of questions that are good to ask. I'd always start with when's the property available, what furniture comes with the property, how often the landlord visits. I'd say the red flags are probably you need to look out for mould. That's a sort of a major issue in some student houses. Look for anything that might be faulty, so broken blinds or light bulbs, and just double check that these are going to be fixed before you move in. The viewings will be a lot different this year. Some agents might decide even not to have a viewing. It could be all online. So we ourselves at Susu Lettings will initially do online virtual tours. Just make sure you're aware before you view of what precautions you need to be taking.
If you have any issues that are holding you back, discuss them as a group and bring them out into the open at as early a stage as possible.
I know one of my friends, she didn't have anyone check the contract, and it actually stated on the contract that the landlord could live in the property with them at the same time. And it was a house of 8 girls and the landlord was a man. So definitely have the Advice Centre check your contract to make sure there aren't any little like weird things snuck in there when you sign a contract. Until it expires, you can't really escape it. Make sure that wherever you're getting yourself into is somewhere that you'd feel comfortable to be in for a year.
We got a lovely deal, we had an amazing house.
So far it's been fantastic. You meet people really quickly and hopefully you get on with them. I definitely do.
Every time we've had a little problem, we've told our landlady and she's had it fixed straight away.
My best memories would definitely be of pre-COVID house parties and just being able to entertain guests.
Don't rush into renting a house. There's plenty of houses out there.
It's not that, the houses are the things that you need. You are the things that the houses need.
Try and look through the university approved, I think it's SASH. Susu has a lettings coordinator and a lot of links, so you can go through them and get a lot of advice.
Make sure you check out our guide online at susu.org/support. With my boyfriend, we got a 2-bed in case we broke up. Since we cannot break the contract, but we can break our relationship, let's get a 2-bed.